Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Rich, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review today. Excited. We're going to be reviewing the Merkur Futur. Just got it. I'm really excited about it. Haven't used it yet. So this is my first experience using the Merkur Futur. I've done all kinds of research about it. Really looking forward to it. I'm actually excited to do this because I used to shave with these, and although it was a decent shave, it wasn't a perfect shave. Left a lot of like irritation sometimes, and very expensive. um, but I never even knew about this kind of shaving until I was introduced by a friend, actually. And since then I've had my own like progression into to shaving, and it's become something that I've enjoyed way more than I ever thought that I would enjoy something like shaving. I started out with like electric razors, and it was just a chore, and I've actually found something that I really enjoy now. So I just made this video just to share with you guys uh, the joy of shaving, really. For any of you guys that don't know how enjoyable it can be, or if it just seems like a chore, it could be something that you look forward to. Basically, what started this whole thing, you guys remember that As Seen on TV commercial, right? For one of these. I had a friend introduce me to this, and he's like, dude, you need to start shaving with one of these. I was like, I don't know. He's like, it only costs you 20 bucks. Just try it out. Worst case scenario, you don't even like it. Whatever. You're not out much. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. So I picked myself up one of these razors. You can see here, you can get these at Walmart, Walgreens, wherever. It's just it's called a butterfly. It's just kind of an inexpensive version, but it's a decent starter. Used that for a while. I thought, you know what, there is something to this. I like it. I actually am digging it. I could see myself, I'm starting to like this. It's not a chore anymore, but I want to take it to another level. So I found this razor right here. For any of you guys who know what this razor is or haven't heard, this is the Phoenix Artisan Double Comb Razor. It's great. I got this. It's a very mild razor. It doesn't look mild, and I'll do a different video on it that's a little bit more of a review for it. It's fantastic for what it's designed for, at least in my experience. And my point in this video isn't to go on about this razor, but I'm just showing you a progression. Then we're going to get into the real Rolls Royce of the razors that I have, the next level. So I did like it quite a bit better than this. I felt like this was a good introduction without a huge investment. Spent a little bit more money for this one right here. And it's a 3-piece instead of it. Basically, just the way this works is there's two, got your blade. It's in the top piece. You got this bottom plate. Yes. For any of you guys who are new to this kind of shaving, put that on. Screw on the handle. You got your 3-piece razor. Nice quality made. That's it. So I was excited today when I'm 4 minutes into this movie, or not movie, 4 minutes into this video already, and we're just pulling this out. So just got this today. This is the Merkur Futur, and I have to tell you, when I pulled this out of the box, my expectations were blown away. So much better than I thought. I'd done lots of research on this before I invested in it. I wanted to make sure that this is something I was going to enjoy and really love. Now, I haven't used it yet, so I'm only speaking of first impressions. But yes, this is a fantastic feeling razor. It looks very slick because there's no knurling like this one has. Nothing to grip or hold on to, right? But the weight of it and this little indentation design really do a lot. It's what's great about it is it's not hard to hold on to, because where this indentation is, you can see that that's actually the center of gravity on this. This is where it feels comfortable holding, and it kind of supports itself in a pretty neat way. I haven't got my hands wet or anything, but I'm sure, you know, it's not going to be that big of an issue. They make great stuff. Merkur makes great stuff. So as far as, I want you guys to get a good look at this. So it looks quite a bit different, right? Look at right here. This is, you can see how easily I can see how easily that's going to rinse when I am shaving. And then see these numbers here. Now this is an adjustable razor for, I don't know if you guys can see these numbers here. It goes from 1 to 6. That's from a more mild to a very aggressive razor. That's another thing that's I like is you can, this isn't just a starter razor. You can actually progress as you get further along in your shaving experience and have a lot of flexibility with it. As far as how you replace blades in this, there's this side here that has this little indentation. You're literally just gonna pop it open with your thumb, and then over here with this, take this plate off. What you have here is a plate where your blade's gonna sit. That's it. There's no unscrewing the handle or nothing. I think that for a lot of people, they'll really like it. The one I'm going to use for my shave today, I'm going to use one of these Personas. One of these, it's the Comfort Coated Lab Blues. These are great. So I know a lot of other people that have used them and they really like that razor. I'm going to put them in. As far as what they look like in the container, there's 100 of them in that pack. You know, like $15. I'm like 15 cents a blade. As opposed to these, we all know how much they cost. I got into this first not being too excited about shaving, and I just was excited about saving money. And I thought, yeah, $20 investment to have 10-cent blades, 15-cent blades. Great. And then I've come to know shaving is something totally different. I actually look forward to it now. So these blades, they just come in a simple white wrapping. So I'm going to get one of those out. We're going to load that up today. And we're just going to go ahead and put the blade on right here without cutting myself. Now I'm using the Persona blade because it's the blade I'm most familiar with, and I want to make a comparison with these other blades. Now this blade, like I mentioned, is a great razor. It'd be awesome for a beginner because it's so mild. You can get an awesome shave with it, but you're going to be doing some buffing and stuff like that for sure. So we're getting this going here. I'm going to set this down. Now the soap that I'm going to be using is an Italian soap. I really like it. This is called Cella. You can get this anywhere. From Amazon, I got this from Amazon, but it's also any major shave place is going to carry this stuff because this stuff has been around since 1899. It's proven. Fantastic smell. I really love the smell of this, the tallow soap, and it smells a little bit like almond. There's almost like a fruit smell, but and almond. You just have to get it. It's a unique smell. It's actually very pleasant, great smell. And of my shave soaps, I've got several of them. You never get through the whole thing, by the way, because these things last so long. But it's probably my favorite smelling. My favorite smelling for now. Although I have a lot of others that I want to try out as well. So anyways, we're just going to get that up. I've got my brush here that's gonna be used today. Get a lather going here, and I'll tell you what my impressions are. So we'll get this going. I usually like to do a face lather is how I prefer it to any other lather. And stuff lather's decent. Has a pretty good slickness to it. And I've found that sometimes you need a little bit more water. Sometimes it has a tendency, felt when I first started using the blade, to dry up a little bit, I guess. And so I found I needed to add more water. With any soap, my experience, you're not gonna, from the very first time you use it, have it right down perfect for the perfect shave with it. So you just learn it. But we'll go ahead and get this thing going. Start with a face lather. After shaving like this for a little while, it's something you're always learning. I'm not the best at it, I'll be honest with you, but I've just come to love shaving. It's fun now. I don't know why everyone switched to razors after that. I think my grandpa did this. What was it that changed people to go into cartridge razors, cheap cartridge razors? Why? That's just about how I do it. That's good. Right there. Good enough to start with. Now here's for the moment of truth, guys. Let's get this thing started. Now I'm going to do it a little bit more mild to begin with. And we'll go from there. Feels pretty good. That extra weight is definitely making it cut very easily. Just like wiping face off or wiping hair off your face with a rag almost. It just like coming right off. So I definitely am liking that. Pretty good first impression so far. And I have to say, even though I'm being careful on my first shave, on the low setting, it really isn't that too terribly aggressive. So I've heard a lot of people say stuff about how overly aggressive this razor is, even on the low settings. And I had a concern about that. But after using it on the low setting, I don't know what they're talking about. This is very manageable. It's not the most mild razor. For instance, I would say its most mild setting is still more aggressive than the double comb that I was using. But you can tell that it's on the more mild side. So that's first pass. Definitely did pretty good for a first pass, and no irritation whatsoever. I should have had more water in the sink when I got started, but I forgot. As far as I could see where this could get a little bit slick, so I'm being a little bit careful with that once, you know, I get using the razor. Get that cleft chin. Such a nice razor. There's a lot of audible feedback in the razor, which I like. Makes it a little bit more intuitive, I think. To be honest with you, from the other videos that I had watched on this, I expected it to be a little bit more difficult for me to figure out. People said to me, how are you going to shave in all those areas like around your nose and around your lips and stuff, those like tight areas with the head on that razor that's so big? I don't really have any problem with it, from what I can tell. Alright. Good on that pass. Finish our last pass. Again, that introduction kind of lengthened this video out a little bit, so we'll try and get this going a little bit faster. Kind of lighter on the cream, but it's still slick enough and feels good, so let's go with that. Now I would say that keeping whatever hand that you shave with dry, that helps with this razor. The other razors, they hold real well. That double comb is amazing for being able to hold in your hands. Actually, both those razors are good, but I have to say that the Phoenix Artisan, the double comb, that one holds the best for sure. You hear that feedback from the razor. It's good in helping you do the job right. This is usually the most sensitive part. Oh, I got a little tiny little spot there. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know I had it there. I've seen worse before. It definitely doesn't one good thing about the soap is if you go over it again with water after that, it's going to give you another pass for sure. Good for these cleanup passes. At the end, I'm almost done with the shave. And it's really smooth. Surprisingly smooth. I have to say I love this razor already. Will I get better with it? I'm sure. This is the first shave. I've never even shaved with a razor this big before. Or with this much weight. Get that spot right there. There's one right here. See, that's pretty good. First experience with the Merkur Futur. Very impressed. And I can tell it's going to be an awesome razor. No question. Absolutely no question at all. I'm going to get better with the razor. I know it. But this is feels great. It's a great shave. I recommend to anyone who loves shaving like I do. Definitely consider this. From a mild razor, even on up, I know it gets far more aggressive. This is great. That's my first impressions on the razor, the Merkur Futur, and stay tuned for more videos. And don't forget to like this video. If you liked what you saw here, if it was helpful to you, don't forget to like or subscribe, leave comments. I'll be looking forward to seeing those. Have a great one. Bye.